You expect AJ to be playing both of those, so being able to see AJ come out, he's going to be a big factor. He looked good last night if you were watching ROCS close quals. AJ was phenomenal for Optic Gaming. He's going to need to step up here as the 3v3s get kicked off.
Yeah, remember, we start with 3v3. Here's the first match getting kicked off. Complexity and Optic Gaming here on day one for the North American side, Gamers Without Borders, and Optic looking to put the pressure on early, and I think, Dads, that's exactly what they're going to need to do. They got to push Complexity back. Maybe Complexity doesn't come out as strong as they have been as of late. That's your opportunity to strike as Optic trying to hold on to possession here as it's dunked away by CRR.
Like what I'm seeing here from Complexity, they'll have CRR leading the charge. AJG sits in the back end, booms it all the way downfield, and you see that aggressiveness from CRR. Immediately turns, jumps right on top of the ball after picking up the mid boost. This Complexity team has so much offensive ability and the cohesion between the two. I mean, they react to each other so quickly. Optic Gaming are going to need to play on that same level if they want to outpace them.
The question was posed about, will Complexity have the synergy needed with CRR with the amount of time they had? And they've already played a major with him, of course, and I think the answer has been a resounding yes. Complexity have slotted in CRR in the 3v3 game wonderfully here. He was a star player for them at the Winter Major. Complexity have been a better team for that, and you saw that little video we had on CRR, just how important he's been on all the teams he's been on, especially in this type of format. So versatile. As you see AJG trying to show off his stuff. Lets it go for Raceball there as he pulls off it, but the Optic defense not fooled.
Yeah, you got to keep an eye out of everyone in Complexity. They all have their own individual strengths. A lot of talk right now on CRR, but of course, there's the Bull. And when the Bull gets going, he can take control of an entire series by himself alone. But so far, Optic Gaming has been holding on quite well. They've been through the first 2 minutes of this game. It's been mainly Complexity leading the charge on offense, but Optic has been there to stop them defensively every single time. We're still tied up 0-0 here.
And again, it's been a little confusing from Optic as far as, what they really are this season. They have the pieces to be great. They've shown that already this season and in these players, their teams before. When they come together, it's been up and down. So far, they're holding Complexity with a clean slate, but they haven't broken through themselves, and we're halfway through game one. And no team the better here. Complexity had a little bit of time on the Optic side, but Optic's returned fire a few times. So you see AJ looking for Magic Bear. That one's placed on target, but an easy save for CRR, and Complexity looking to get out, but it's not going to happen. AJ, great block here in the corner. Magic Bear on the other side. Optic trying to ramp up, and maybe an opportunity for Reynolds. Tries to go by the far side to put it away, and the right side will be good for Reynolds.
This is great control here from Reynolds. You got to watch this. Ball goes straight down, catches it on the hood. AJG went for the early challenge, but Reynolds still had to dodge. He knew exactly where he wanted to place it. Great placement to the top right corner. All that offense from Complexity, but it's Optic on the counterattack who strike first.
And that was great control by Optic. You can see Complexity look to get out on the left side of their corner, met by Optic. Try to get on the right side, met by Optic again. And now Complexity threatening right off the kickoff, but Optic there to slow him down. And if Optic could take away a 3v3 match here, Daz, in game one, I mean, what a way to start the series. Johnny Boy said, they could feel very comfortable in their 1v1. AJ, second best 1v1 player here, but behind Daniel. And for Optic Gaming, I think they could be pretty confident in their twos as well, but I think Complexity still holds them there.
Yeah, and there's a big question on who they would also send out for the twos. I think a lot of people have their assumptions, but we'll know when we get there, if we get there as well. But Optic been controlling the pace now. They've been matching Complexity speed-wise, and their defense has been phenomenal. Because of all the offensive pressure we've seen out of Complexity, it just hasn't been anything too worrying or threatening that Optic have not been able to handle. They just have to hold on. They've been holding on all game long here, but as you approach the final minute, you can see the offense is definitely starting to ramp up here on the side of Complexity. That was a great shot from AJG that was blocked out.
And again, Optic coming up big. Now Magic Bear 1v1 over AJG, and AJG backflip save. CRR wants to bring this one down. Complexity running out of time here in game one. Reminder, we're not going to stay on the 3v3 matchups. So it's a huge deal for Optic to come out and win this 3v3 matchup. One that I think most people would expect Complexity to win. 30 seconds left on the clock, and Complexity kind of running into each other. That one coming high, and another shot will come through. AJ will make it 2 for Optic.
The individual challenge here from Magic Bear. Great to set up, but you can see a little bit of miscommunication there from Complexity. Magic Bear jumps right on top of it, gets the ball into open space. AJ with a great read of the situation as well, not letting Complexity get any moments. Sometimes it's just about capitalizing on opportunities, and Optic have done well to do that this game.
2-0 for Optic. Complexity, oh my goodness, that one came off a raise ball. It's a tap in for AJ. 3-0 for Optic here in game one.
And if you're a Complexity fan, you're starting to get a little worried. Because when you see the bull get up clear like that, it's not the best. Even he stops the card, like, what is going on there? That one is just given to Optic now, and it looks like they're going to secure this game with that one.
And if you're new here, the way these crew battle matches work is the team who lost the previous game, in this case looking to be Complexity, they'll get to choose whether they want to play 1v1 or 2v2. So I pose the question to you, Daz. Complexity have a choice to make. Is it a ones or two match, do you think, coming up?
For me, I'm guessing twos. I think that's definitely solid. Not to put the 1v1 pressure in early, but what do I know? All I do know, though, is Optic winning 4-0 this game. Lovely 0 second there. CRR trying to get the redirect across. Magic Bears just trying to submit this one, but Complexity definitely ready to get out of this 3v3.
Yeah, it's a go next for Complexity. Optic taking game one in commanding fashion on the scoreline. I think realistically that one was a 2-0 in the end, but Complexity really crumbling here in this 3v3 matchup. The first game of the day maybe got to them. Optic come out swinging here, and now the question is posed to Complexity as they are forced to make a decision. Do they choose ones? Do they choose twos? And I agree. I think I would choose twos if I was Complexity. You don't want to go down 2-0 if you were to lose the 1v1 against one of the best players in this tournament in 1v1. So try and get one back here in the 2v2 to kind of even the score.
Yeah, definitely get that 2v2 back, but it also will help out because after the 2v2, you go back to 3v3. So for me, I'm thinking we're seeing plays like that in the highlights from Raise Bull. You want to get Raise Bull warmed up and cooking. I feel like going into that 2v2 would definitely be a way to do it. Now, that's if they want him to play. They could just try to play it safe and go AJG as well, but I would figure that Raise Bull is playing in the 2v2 for Complexity for sure.
Yeah, I would think so as well. And I think for Complexity, you're absolutely right. It's about just getting the reps back in here because that was not a good showing in game one. It was back and forth, and granted, there was definitely some great opportunity for Complexity there. Optic made some decent saves. Maybe not the most threatening from Complexity, but they generated enough offense to be respectable. But Optic were all over Complexity in the 3v3, and I think it's really about getting warmed up now into this crew battles format because that was a very slow start from Complexity.
Yeah, a slow start for sure. Let's see what we ended up with. We do have the 2v2 Magic Bear AJ. It gets Raise Bull CRR. Here we go. Interesting though. I was a little concerned. I didn't know if Reynolds would come into play or not. I know Magic Bear's mechanical ability, but Optic deciding to go with Magic instead of Reynolds here. How will they fare against Raise Bull CRR?
Yeah, and I think that's a pretty fair pick there for Optic. I think realistically, you really can't go wrong with any of their players on Optic for a 2v2 setting, but CR Raise Bull, man, that is some bread and butter right there. This is going to be a tough matchup for the Optic boys as they're already under quite a bit of pressure. This one goes back to Raise Bull. Magic Bear trying to put on the pressure, force Raise Bull into a decision with the ball, and he goes straight in to an Optic player. Here comes CRR. Gets AJ to go. Optic very patient here. Magic Bear takes to the sky. Shirley over the top of Raise Bull, and the dunk off the crossbar, and CRR very calmly trying to get this one away. Magic Bear trying to pass back, and Optic very threatening there.
Yeah, very threatening. You can see Complexity trying to pass this out. Raise Bull going up quick, trying to play this off the ceiling. And everybody giving each other ample amounts of space for the most part. That was the closest chance we ever got for a midfield contest, but Raise Bull still with a chance, has the flip, plays it low, and Magic Bear, great read on that. Lots of individual prowess coming out here in the opening minutes.
And that's the beauty of twos. You're going to get a lot more of that individuality than in threes, a lot more space. You can feel the game a bit slower in twos, a lot more time for players to make their decisions. You don't have the luxury of that third man just being able to throw himself out. You don't want to leave your teammate in a 1v2 or a 1v1, defensively at least. Here's AJ, wanted to bring that one down, but Raise Bull denies it. Here's AJ again, picking up his own boost. He's got Magic Bear on the far side, but he might end up taking this himself. No, he'll lay it off. Shot high, off the crossbar. Second touch is high as well. Another threatening opportunity for Optic now. Is this one over the top of AJ? It is. Raiseball catches him over the top, and it's a 1-0 lead for Complexity.
This is unfortunate for AJ. AJ tries to fake challenge it here. Raiseball says, I'm going to play that one all the way. Soars it over AJ's head. Optic with a lot of pressure. You go back to that chance for Magic Bear. So close, but just not close enough. And they get punished for it. Gotta take advantage of opportunities here if you're Optic Gaming.
And again, I think this is another matchup, while I think closer than necessarily their 3v3, one that is favored towards Complexity. As Optic giving up the first goal, AJ trying to find the space, but it's a back pass, or pass back to himself from CR. Now Raiseball has to slow down the offense from Optic. Very wary is Magic Bear, letting AJ just kind of run around here on the blue side. No options for Magic Bear, just has to give it away.
Keep an eye on CRR. I could tell, especially after that game one, he's cooking. And there's bumps downfield. It's not gonna be able to get there in time. AJ rotated back. CR still though on the play, goes off the ceiling, definitely has a flip onto the top left. I told you he was cooking, Jack. What a goal!
Oh my goodness, you let him have a bit of space on the top of the ceiling, and look what he does. The flip by AJ, and a 2-0 lead for Complexity. You call him out, Daz, and he's putting on a show now.
Man, the ability, and like the fact that he initially out the play, stays back into it, then jumps off the ceiling. I mean, he's going for another one. He'll get that one. Great pass. Now you're starting to see Complexity really get hot.
And you're seeing different types of goals come through from Complexity. First, the one over the top from Raiseball, CR's individuality, and then this time catching Optic out, quick transition, and immediately putting a shot on target. Complexity are cooking, and they're looking good here in game two. Maybe revitalized here as we will be going into a 3v3 after this matchup.
Definitely so. Be a chance for Optic to put themselves back into the driver's seat. Still plenty of time in this game, but it does look like it's starting to get more and more one-sided.
He's flipping.
What is this, man? I don't know what he had for breaks, but he's definitely got the recipe for success. Complexity. And the tails of CRR have just been dominant in the 2v2.
Okay.
Finally getting caught out, though. Like I said, there was still time here. Magic Bear will pick up one. Still, they recognize Raiseball a little uncomfortable, and Magic Bear with that aggressive challenge pays off big time.
Yeah, what a challenge there from Magic Bear. And that may be a little overextension there from Complexity. You were looking for the bumps, you were looking for the physical play in front of the ball, and the shot never came. 1:07 on the clock, and you're right, Daz. Plenty of time here for Optic, really. It's not over quite yet. This lead isn't insurmountable as this one to the back wall. Raiseball misses the touch. The shot is free, and AJ within one now for Optic Gaming.
This is really unfortunate here from Raiseball. I feel like he had more time there and rushed to get to that back wall. Ball bounces off the wall straight to AJ. Easiest shot of his life. And just like that, Optic are right back in it.
Still down by one. Work to be done here for Optic. They have less than a minute to go, and Complexity, another goal would really put the pressure on Optic as far as time goes. And Magic Bear trying to keep possession, and it's all Complexity has to do. Just force Optic into tough spots. It's another tough stave, and a demo comes out. It's just AJ now. Gets the boost and the flick to the far side. Can he do it all himself as this one goes across the goal line, and Raiseball calmly takes this one away. But Optic threatening once again. Flip reset. Another touch.
The dunk.
Raiseball, and it doesn't happen.
So close. AJ low boost here. Complexity, I'm not sure if they recognize it. Magic Bear didn't have the read on where the ball was going to go. 17 seconds, and they are fighting for as much possession as they can get. AJ has to get past two here, or at least set things up. Got the flick. That's not the best challenge. Magic Bear has to use all his boosts to get control, but can't do it. That first touch got too far away from him. Ball will be cleared downfield. It's still up, but Optic will have to travel the length of the field. CRR says not a chance. Complexity hold on to take game two.
Them Optic boys, they kept it close, but not close enough, as Complexity Got to take them down here in game 2 in the 2v2. And again, we go back to a 3v3 now. And for Complexity, tying up the series, I think, is so important after a abysmal game 1.
Yeah, definitely. We talked about trying to get Raised Bull some more reps. I mean, CRR is playing like a monster right now. Still, I am still a little concerned with what we're seeing from the Bull. But when you got CRR hitting shots like the one we just saw, Complexity definitely seem to be in a tight spot. They have to be just a little careful, though, to not let things slip away, not get too confident. You saw Optic with signs of life towards the end, and they almost were able to tie this game up. So I'd say we see how this develops over time.
And I was just watching the replay right there, the ball that Raised missed. I mean, we saw also in the 3v3 a flub from him as well. So really struggling defensively right now for Raised. A lot of the offense coming through for CRR in that 2v2. Would love to see that from him in the 3v3 as we go back to a kickoff already initiated here. Game 3. And Optic looking for the first goal right off the rip. They feel confident after their game 1 victory. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, you see that confidence out of Reynolds there especially. I mean, remember, he did have to sit out there. Definitely very eager to get back on the field, help the team out. So is AJG. That's a good shot. Blocked away. More pressures. Raised goes up for this one. Reynolds with that early challenge. Got to watch and see if Complexity can make any adjustments in the 3v3 department. And it looks like they do get one. Pass comes through. Raised gets a goal on the board.
Great work here from Complexity. CR takes a fantastic first touch. You can see the space at bottom. And the setup was perfect. Reynolds was still in rotation. Raised there to tap it home. Complexity responding back now on the second go-around for 3v3 as they're up 1-0.
Reynolds up again, looking for the double off the wall, but is met there. Magic Bear also been kind of finding his form as well as time has ticked by. Tried to get a couple of bumps in, gets the possession back to Reynolds, who can push this in for Optic Gaming. Trying to hold on to the offense here. See if they can develop consistent pressure against Complexity. So far, they're doing a great job, but it hasn't yielded to much results in the goal scoring department.
And Optic coming out with a very similar play style here, just holding the corners on the Complexity side, not letting them out for free. And you can see Complexity really struggling with that, choosing to go up the sidelines in a lot of cases, and Optic are just reading it every single time. That's a great touch. Is the follow-up there? It was, but CRR there to clear it away, and a monster clear from Raised to buy just a couple seconds here for Complexity. Reynolds, his shot nowhere on target. Complexity not holding on to the ball again.
Complexity's not holding on to the ball. Optic's not really either. I mean, you saw that dive from Reynolds. He used like half his boost just to basically give up possession. Have to really make sure, if you're Optic, keeping the ball close is essential. Not getting Complexity any chance to turn it downfield for free is going to be what gets you back into this game. Their counterattacks are as sharp as a knife, as they still are maintaining the lead as we hit that 3-minute mark. Optic working. Magic Bear pulls out 2, but AJ too far back. He's going to have to wait on this one.
AJ off the ceiling and makes the challenge work. AJG trying to slow things down. Raised rotating back. CR has to go. He has no boost. Pack pass all the way to AJG and Raised Raised will be the one to pick it up. And he's only as far as AJ. Reynolds to the sky. He's been sitting out, but he wants a piece of the
good bump.
Defense. He got it, and it's going to be put through by AJ. 1-1.
Fantastic work here from Reynolds. Takes to the sky, gets a beat on one. CRR, see you later.
Wow.
AJG gets there in a perfect time. They beat out Raised. Big team play for Optic to get him back in the game.
What a bump, and the control from Reynolds there, not only to get the ball to the back wall, but then angle his car back down to get CRR off the wall. Impressive work there from Reynolds. Setting up his team for success is exactly why he's on this roster. And proving it right there. Tie game just through halftime. Magic Bear passed back out, but no one was there for Optic. He just weaved it through. Now here comes AJG. He wants a flip reset, and he won't find it.
Complexity struggled. They couldn't get the ball cleared out for a majority of this game, at least the last minute. They're finally starting to get some more space, but even when they do have the space, they haven't been able to find each other and connect. And Optic has been controlling the midfield. When they get the ball into a Complexity half, it seems very awkward for Complexity on that defensive end. Chance here for CRR. Bang! Complexity, though, strike quick.
They're looking good and taking advantage. of Optic. Great challenge from AJG, and it came out perfectly to CRR. You could see Reynolds knew he was in trouble. And what a read from CRR to get that one off the ceiling as it curls back out to the middle of the field. Complexity get another, and they're back into the lead.
So quick, too. I mean, just off that initial challenge, CRR was ready for it. We're not done yet, though. Still more pressure here. Reynolds will try to keep this in play. Optic have to lightly retreat. Here's AJ. We know what he can do. How many can he get past? Not any of them. Instantly challenged there. Complexity starting to ramp up as they clear things away. They just have to play the clock now. Less than a minute 30 to go.
Optic playing Complexity close in these 3v3s. Again, I think most people expected Complexity to work this matchup in their favor. Reynolds boost to work with, just CRR. Leaves it for AJ, but AJG saw it through. Great read from AJG. CRR with some big trouble there as he bails them out, and Complexity looking to get out from their own end here. Demo comes through the net. It's wide open. It's a free shot, and AJ finds the equalizer with less than a minute to go.
You gotta look back at this one again. That demo so crucial. Raise Bull gets taken out by Magic Bear, and AJ has full faith in the demo from his teammate. Just sends it all the way downfield. We are all tied up with less than a minute to go.
And the physical game is paying off. Both of Optic's goals have come from either a bump or a demo. And great work from Optic. And more than just one player finding those bumps and demos as well. That one was just Magic Bear, but the previous one was Reynolds. And you can see how much it's paid off for them. They've executed perfectly on those numbers up situations. Here's Magic Bear. Gets bumped into it, and Optic again holding possession on this Complexity side. Can they find the game winner, the go-ahead goal? Magic Bear. Less than 30 on the clock. Magic Bear working it across the box. Dangerously it comes, and nobody from Optic wanted to bite. Comes out to Reynolds, takes the challenge, keeps it on the Complexity side. This one popped to the back wall, and Complexity, floundering on their own side, are able to clear it away. Low boost situation for most players now, as Optic controlling the pace of play. Here's Magic Bear. AJG off his back wall. Optic threatening. Can they have one more chance as CRR looking to kill this one and get to overtime?
No one more chance to answer your question, but we do have this OT 2-2 in regulation. Both teams have really shown strides of greatness. Whether it's Optic and their team plays, the bumps have been crucial, but the shooting from Complexity has been phenomenal, out-pressuring Optic Gaming to take a lead in the series.
Oh my goodness, look at that dunk from CRR, and AJG, a bullet to the corner. CRR recovers, gets back to it, and in 9 seconds of overtime, after all that pressure, Daz, that they felt, Complexity come out with the win here in 3v3.
I mean, when they're on the attack, if you're not prepared to make great saves in front of that goal line, they will out-pressure you until that defense breaks. You saw a prime example of it right there. And it's going to be a big crucial moment here, because you know 1v1's coming up next. Complexity with all the momentum, though, in the series as they've taken 2 straight.
Yeah, you know you're going to get AJ from Optic. That seems to be the given. Unless there's some sort of mind game here where they're maybe thinking a different player has a better matchup against Complexity, but that's just going too big brain. I think you just throw at AJ. You're confident in whoever Complexity throws at you in this 1v1. And of course, we're guaranteed the 1v1 here because we already played the 2v2.
Right.
So for Optic, this is obviously a must-win game, but a game that I think they feel very, very confident in with just their matchup with having AJ on their team.
I agree. Seeing how this one ticks off with the 1v1 is going to be important. CRR versus AJ. AJ, I like his decal. CRR, definitely. This one is going to be tough for CRR. You know, he's already getting beat out here by AJ. Great first goal from him. Just plays the challenge in front of the goal line. Works out well.
Yeah, this one's going to be tough for CRR. We're going to get, I'm sure, plenty of goals here as AJ repping the Gen G here. In the Gen G car and the Gen G goal explosion. I'm not sure what that's about.
Get in the item shop.
But it's working. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I forgot we had the #1 salesman on the broadcast. My
Listen,
bad.
I didn't say anything. I was subtle about it. I said I like the decal. You know, you went to the specifics here.
It didn't dawn on me.
Oh, did he get the bump? AJ trying to go for the air dribble bump there, but CRR We know his ability in ones, too. He can really compete with the best.
There it is.
As, look, he gets that right past AJ. I like the light touch over. AJ was trying to play it a little bit high, but it got away from him right after that touch.
Yeah, tough challenge. That little extra touch from CRR was enough to at least get over AJ, and the recovery was perfect, of course. So a tie ball game here. I guess CRR getting the response. As the kickoffs seem to be going in AJ's favor. So take the boost, see what he can do here. He's going to bring it back down. Go for the control. Didn't like his option as CRR. Happy to take this one away. Now trying to control it. Flick towards the net off the crossbar. And I think AJ just lucky that one wasn't on target.
Right. But now AJ trying to keep up that pace and got the perfect flick. He continued to keep his speed when he comes off the sidewall here. Also keeping the ball on the hood. And you can see he caught CRR mid-flip. No chance. As AJ gets it back in. You know, those little micro adjustments on the wall. Like CRR's, yeah, he's shadowing him. He's playing very close. But if AJ just picks up the speed, things like that can throw off CRR, make or break difference here.
Ooh, CRR won of the mind game. AJ not fooled. Here's the control from CRR. Into the air, AJ patiently waiting for his time. It'll get bumped out of the way. And CRR again responds.
Control here. Knows he's getting a light touch. Then, you know, it's Bump City. Bump City right after that. AJ tried his best to see if he could read what CRR was doing. React in time, not necessarily enough. Things even here, though. But that's a great kickoff for CRR. And he's going to pick up a goal off that as well. AJ just couldn't get back in time.
I thought he was stuck in traffic here. How did he get the touch on the ball? I have to see this one again. As, AJ just barely missed the backside of CRR. I think if he had bumped him out of the way, AJ could have whipped that one back around.
Yeah, AJ played it low. CRR, you saw him kind of jump in for the challenge and just creams off AJ's car. And then right off the corner, CRR still with that read. Of course, he's going to try to take that shot if he can. AJ here, though, has the flip. Tried to use the wave dash into the lower right corner. Couldn't, and then gets punished. CRR immediately picks up that ball to put it back in.
We've seen this. We saw this at Gamers 8 as well. CR is very aggressive. He plays on the more aggressive side. He'll take the challenges in his own corner. And it pays off here. He knew AJ was in a tough spot there with the quick challenge, and it paid off. So now 4-2 for CRR in a matchup that most people would pick AJ. We've got plenty of time left as AJ does get a great kickoff goal here. He got him with the kickoff at this time. The strats paid off as he takes it directly down the middle. You can see here he gets his flip back. Wave dashes towards the ball, and CR just bounces off to the right.
Yep. AJ, no stranger to different methods of using his kickoff here. And if you keep a close eye on it, you'll be able to kind of see it a little bit. What the different movements of his car for every kickoff. But yeah, he's got some work to do. He's going into the air. Has a flip. Still tried to go for that low wave dash. CR spotted it. So slows things down. It'll be interesting to see if CR kind of keeps that aggressive pace up. Still so much time left in this game. Look, goes for that immediate quick shot. AJ had a great read on it, though.
I feel like the aggressiveness from CR will continue to pay off so long as AJ keeps going low with it. Every time he's gone into an air dribble, he's come down into either a wave dash shot or tried to use a flip extremely late. And it just means less time for CR to have to sit in the air and challenge him. He can stay low. And AJ very, very happy with just bringing this one down over and over and over again. You'd like to see him maybe take to the sky. See if he does that here. 87 boost to the tank. As he will bring it down. Trying to bait CRR in, and he will surely take it away. CRR now directly towards net, looking for the dunk and the fake, but AJ able to turn that one away.
Ooh, AJ tried to go for the dummy. He doesn't have any boost. CR picked up the side boost, turn, and put it into the back of the net. He knew AJ was playing towards it. Once he had him beat out, he says, okay, we're putting a shot right on, and great reaction from CRR. 5-3 now.
And he's just faster. I mean, what can you say? Just faster on that touch. AJ couldn't get back in time, obviously. And now AJ trying to work it on the kickoff. Again, going in his favor. He's got 20 boosts. Flick to the high side as CRR. Very awkward here. 10 boosts in the tank and unthreatened as he's able to punch it away.
AJ have to keep the ball control. Like you said, CR is super aggressive. If he can get CR on one of these aggressive challenges, he can turn it around and potentially make an open net. But he hasn't been able to respond to it. There's the demo. Christian's going to turn around, put that one into the back of the net, and make the lead 6-3 now. It's been all CRR. He's been on a run.
And he's just been faster. I mean, that time just got so quick to AJ, he couldn't even react to get away from the demo. And of course, a tap in after that. But it just seems like once CRR gets to that final third, AJ has no response for him at the moment.
It's been tough for AJ to get that management. I mean, you see just how he's trying to set up all of his plays there. He finally pays off, though. This time, that ground pinch right off the nose of the Finnick goes up. Gets the flip, sees CR, where's he at? CR's trying to jump, AJ says, I got you.
And he went low again. This time it paid off. He brought it all the way back down, and the wave dash shot there at the end. So AJ finally getting to work. Now he throws in a little kickoff strat, and it will pay off. The crossbar and in. Yeah, it will, and you can see he just stopped in front of it. And that was a great idea from AJ. Get two back now.
It's good. It's good on AJ to be able to like manage that, right? To know what CR is going for. He's able to turn that around. Perfect shot placement. Not a doubt here so far in AJ's ability to be able to come back into this particular game. He's been in these situations a lot before over the course of his career, and he knows how to handle them really well. He's been doing that, but now he's got to get one more. May have caught CR out. This one though bumps just right off the top of his hood. And even though CR no boost knows he has to challenge that, debated on whether or not he wants to go for the boost or play ball. AJ was right on top of the ball, but AJ will get a clear out. And now a final minute, CR with the possession, but AJ looking to really press the attack.
He's got no boost here. Forced to take the shot. And that one, a tough bounce off the corner. Low boost still for AJ. As the dunk comes through from CR, can he turn this one around? He also using all of his boost. AJ racing back in the fake shot. We'll go back to CRR's side. AJ looking for an equalizer here with less than 40 seconds to go. And right now, CR just seems so fast in the final third. No boost for AJ. Tough spot as the shot was weak. Still CR taking away the corners. You can see how aggressive he is. Oh my goodness.
He's took up the boost. AJ sitting with 8 right now. Now 0, but has to play this close. Has to do something to get the ball away from CR's possession. In the midfield, AJ, aggressive challenge there. Gets on the ball, doesn't win the 50. CR staying close to this. AJ, though, almost.
My goodness.
But almost isn't good enough. Needed one more bounce, couldn't get it in. And that will be the series. Complexity take it in 4.
Take it in 4, and after their woes in game 1, able to bounce back here in game 2 and in game 3, and taking down AJ in a 1v1 is no small feat. CRR certainly good enough to do it, as it felt like in this particular matchup he was just a faster player. Just felt like AJ's style was not very good here against the aggressive nature of CRR.
Yeah, it felt like you had to wait a long time to see the adjustments there from AJ. He did end up making them and definitely put up a fight, but CRR gave himself such a strong lead with that early aggression that he was just able to, okay, at this point, I see the clock, I see what AJ's trying to do. If I can just manage that, then I'll be fine. Played it very safe towards the end there, and sometimes that's all you need to do. But CRR and honestly Complexity in all the games they won always had those strong starts, and then were able to just hold on the lead as Optic tried to play from behind.
And it was interesting to see, you know, the 3v3 there from Complexity. Very slow start. So for them to bounce back, especially in that 2v2, and of course the 1v1 there, is great work. So Complexity take down Optic 3-1. We've said our piece. Let's go back to the desk and the analysts, see what they have to say.
And just